In this video, I want to show you the one thing that allowed my business to go from 2k a month all the way up to 10k a month back in October. Here's proof for anyone interested, but basically it wasn't due to the ad, the outreach script, the offer, or even the content. It was due to something much different that I think a lot of people underestimate, and that is why in this video I want to show you what that is and how you can practically apply this in your business. I'm not going to waste any more time. The secret is having a product so good that people recommend it to others through word of mouth. Right? In our first 10k month, 5.3k of that came in through new referrals. Just people learning about us through word of mouth and recommendations from our existing clients. And I've broken this video up into two parts, which is why you should actually care and not click off of this video right now, and two is how to actually apply this and, double your business through referrals in a single month. Now, why should you actually care? Okay, why not just spend that extra time doing something like acquisition or some other form of marketing or sales instead of focusing on your delivery and on your product and on your service, right? Because that way you would be missing out on all the benefits that I'm about to list out. Number one is compounding. Okay, word of mouth compounds on like anything else, right? For every one client you sign, they may tell 1, 2, or 3 or 10 people about your product that they'll just come to you, and it's additional clients at zero extra effort to you. Right, it's infinite scale, right? And the snowball never stops because these clients are going to keep telling more clients, right? One person tells 2, 2 people tell 4, 4 tell 8, 16, 32, and the numbers keep on going up. Whereas if you just focus on your ads or on your acquisition or on your outbound, you always need to spend more in direct proportion to get another customer, right? You always need to spend more on ads, post more content, do more outreach, only to get a linear return. More effort equals better results, right? Ads and outbound and content, any sort of marketing, it's linear growth, right? You can add some exponentiality to it through iterating, through making things more efficient. Then obviously it's going to keep on growing like more than linearly. However, the only way to get true exponential growth and growth without any time investment on your end, except for the time investment into your actual product, is through actually having a really, really good product to begin with, right? And with word of mouth, it's one-time work, building on your product that builds on itself forever. And it builds on itself not only through cash, but also through word of mouth and goodwill built in the marketplace. And then 2 is referral clients take the least effort to close. Okay, when it comes to referrals, for the most part, you eliminate selling whatsoever because these people trust you already, right? Because the client that you currently have, they literally just took that trust and they gave it to the other person. Right, these people trust each other. If one person trusts you, that other person is going to trust you naturally too, especially if the other person says a bunch of good stuff about you, right? And trust is the key factor that makes somebody buy, right? Which is why we get a load of DM closes, as you can see. The DM close right here, DM close for our clients, 2 DM closes for our clients, more DM closes for us. And out of these 4 DM closes for us, 3 of these are referrals. Just for context. 3 is lifetime value of referral clients. Since referral clients have more trust in you, they have more belief in your product, and they have the most commitment towards making this work because they believe in it the most, they're naturally going to get the best results. Referral clients always get the best results. And since they get the best results and they come in with the best expectations and they're the happiest with your product, they always want to keep working together, which means that their LTV goes up massively. Right, LTV is lifetime value, so how much money you make per client, right? Every referral client I've gotten, not counting the ones that I got from, like doing free work, somebody refers me to another person to do free work for that person, people that have actually paid me as referrals, their LTV for us personally is like 2 to 3x minimum, right? What we usually get from a normal client. And I can guarantee you that this stat is also similar in other companies as well as your own if you currently have any referral clients, right? Which basically adds another layer into the compounding effect. Because we're not only getting clients at a compounding rate, but also we're making 2 or 3 times as much money from each client. If you do not have a vehicle that will keep bringing you better and better results as time goes on, without you putting in extra effort, that is something that you need to implement immediately, right? And the best way to keep getting better results without putting in extra effort, which is essentially the definition of building more leverage, is through word of mouth, right? So now that you know why you should actually care, I'm going to tell you how to apply this, right? You're probably thinking, okay, cool, you've convinced me, that's awesome. I understand how important building my product is, etc. But how do I actually take action on this? That is what I'm going to explain in this sort of second portion of the video. Okay, what I found is there are 2 key factors to making sure that you start getting referral traffic. Okay, is that your initial client needs to trust you, needs to be sure of your service, and then 2 is that they need the right incentive, they need a reason to recommend you further. Right? Sometimes the incentive can just be your product being amazing and them wanting to spread the word, but a lot of the time having an extra incentive is what's actually going to push them over the edge. And it's certainly what's done that for us, okay? And if you're not getting consistent referrals, I can guarantee you that at least one of these things is missing, okay? It's either your client don't trust your solution because they're not getting results from it, or they do not have an incentive to actually refer you to someone. All right, so let's start off with surety, right? Think about it. When referring someone your way, your clients are literally putting their reputation on the line for you, because if it doesn't work, they're going to get the blame. So you need to be extremely sure that what you do is good, then work, right? So there needs to be a great amount of trust in order for this to happen, right? And the way that you build trust into your product is by giving the initial client a great experience, right? And the way you give your client a great experience is by having a great product. And the way that you build a great product is through mainly two mechanisms that I broke down in another video. I'm going to refer you to this video now. How I get my clients results building your product. Check it out. But basically, the two mechanisms for those of y'all that either are low on time or lazy, I'm going to explain it really fast. What you do is you got to get feedback from your customers. You got to identify what you can improve. You design an experiment for my hypotheses as to how you can improve that thing, how you can improve that thing, right? So you introduce some new mechanism that solves another problem for a client, that is the bottleneck, and then you conduct the experiment, you see if it fixed that thing. If it fixed that thing, then you keep it. If it didn't, then you keep testing and you just keep trying to improve, right? All based on the feedback that you get from your customers, right? And the two is actually focusing on both the rate of learning and the rate of change for your clients. You want to make sure that your clients both know what's going on. You can't just do done for you work while your client has no idea how business actually works. They're not going to get results. So you've got to take care of the rate of learning too, and you can't miss the rate of change as well. If you just give them learning, but you don't give change, they're not going to take action. And if they don't take action, that means that they're not going to experience growth. Right, so what our offer is it is a bunch of done for you, but it's also a lot of consulting. Because if our client does not know what is going on with our done for you work, and if we're not aligned in the vision of the company, then growth will not happen. Right, I've broken this down way more in depth in this video. I'm not going to do it here again, but that is the basic premise. If you didn't understand, that is because these are pretty complex topics that I just tried to break down in like a minute. Watch this video, right? And then two is the incentive, right? And this is huge. Your clients, even if they're happy with the service, oftentimes they're going to need an extra incentive to actually refer you to someone, right? Because a lot of people are selfish. That's just how it is. And an incentive is exactly a reason that benefits them, right? And these incentives, they can be discounts, they can be partial refunds, they can be credit towards future services. So you can say, okay, you know what, I'll give you $200 toward like a gift card, I guess, towards anything that you want to buy from me later on. We have bonuses, which is just like, I don't know, I'll give you more free coaching, I'll give you more ad scripting, I'll give you this free resource, I'll give you this course, right, of mine that you didn't get in the package that you initially bought, if you have multiple packages, for example. Or you can just extend the length of their current program if your program is like a length, right? And these work best when both the client that is referring and both the client that gets referred get the incentive, right? Because this makes the client that is actually referring someone to you feel like they're actually giving their friend a deal instead of doing it only for their own benefit. And the incentive that we personally used back in October to sign like 2 or 3 or 4 referral clients in a month was a 10% discount for both parties for one referral, and then I think we went up to like 17.5 and then 25 if somebody gave us 3 referrals. And back then our pricing model was a monthly retainer. Just for context, right? So you really do not need to overcomplicate this. Just think about what you would want if you were the client and then implement that for your client, okay? Because like what's a 10% discount if your profit margins are 50 and you bring in another client? It's literally a no-brainer. Unless you're in a position where you do not need more clients, then this is literally, as I said, like a no-brainer. Like I'd rather take a cut in what I'm getting paid to get more clients, more client results, more word of mouth, more potential referral opportunities, more experience under my belt, rather than just not taking that opportunity in the first place. Okay, and that is basically going to be it for this video. That is the end of this presentation. I hope that you enjoyed it. I hope that you got some value. Check out this video to learn about product if you haven't watched it yet. And overall, I really hope that you enjoyed this. I really hope that you got value and that you can take something out of it and that you can implement something in your business that is going to hopefully propel you forward. Right. If you want to learn how we can help build a marketing system and backend systems inside your business to scale to add 30 to 50k in new monthly recurring revenue, then book a call in the description of this video, because that is what we do. You can check out our client results on my Instagram right here if you're not convinced yet, or just keep watching the free content if you're not ready. I appreciate you watching. I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.